Thanks for coming for the free swag. So today I'm going to be talking about Viz Story, which is Vizrt's newest publishing tool. So it is a web-based collaborative editing and publishing tool. It's really designed for publishing your content quick, and so this is a little demo video. So Vizrt decided to go out and create this new product about a year and a half ago. And really what we found was that the existing tool sets out there really didn't focus on this market. They were inadequate to really address the challenges that media publishers today are facing. Everybody knows that social stories are growing the fastest. All the media broadcasters are uploading more and more content to the web and social media, and it's crucial. I mean, 41% of people got their news from Facebook videos or Facebook stories. So we know that this is where the consumers are going, and so the big question is, are you ready for the change? And what we decided to was create a product that we felt really fit this marketplace, to provide the content to the social media tools that are out there, from a standpoint of they're really different aspects. And from the visuals on video to text on video to graphics on video, the way that people are consuming the news is just changing dramatically. Before they were really show-centric. I'm going to watch the 5 p.m. newscast, to where now is really more story-based. I'm just looking to get a quick story. I don't want to watch the full newscast. So this is really where they're discussing more stuff. And really what we found was that everybody has different production workflows. So whether it's Twitter with 30-second time limits, or YouTube or Facebook, they all have different aspect ratios, different time limits, and different functionality. So there was no tool that really covered the publishing side to all of these different platforms. The second piece is really how you're utilizing those tools. How you are getting to your 9 o'clock news where you're on linear. You need to be publishing to social media throughout the day, your news stories, so that way you're driving more viewers to your real money-making portfolio right now. So that would be, driving people from Twitter to Facebook to Snapchat, driving them to your actual linear broadcast, either at 9 p.m. The need for speed, I think this is one of the most crucial things. International broadcaster SVT found that just being 6 minutes faster on a news story resulted in 120,000 more viewers overall. So really a dramatic increase in how many click-throughs you can get on a story, just by being a little faster. So, being the first is always key. Using efficient workflows, having actual high-quality productions. These are all crucial aspects when you're trying to get your content out to all the platforms. So it requires a tool that's easy, operate growing files, live video, faster than real-time graphic productions, editing, repurposing aired content, and also lets you publish to multiple locations without having to do the back-end work. And this is where Viz Story comes in. So it's been very highly recognized for some of the ideas that we have behind it. And basically it's the perfect tool for journalists. It's a perfect tool for editorial staff. different workflows from VOD publishing to social media publishing. It really is a perfect tool for many different workflows. It really should be the #1 tool for new media companies for many different reasons. Some of these highlights out there are the state-of-the-art graphics that are device adapted, meaning that the graphics are going to conform to how you're watching the video. So whether it's landscape or whether it's square or portrait mode, creating, being web-based, obviously is the key here, and doing everything online without having to install local stuff. I think that is one of the key features. So the workflow is, typically bringing all your assets into Viz Story, so whether that's video, whether that's imagery, and then basically publishing both to your online social and then publishing back into your production workflows. And so now I'm going to give a quick demo. So the Viz Story interface is all running in a browser. So this is a Amazon cloud system. And the first aspect is actually finding video. So here is where you can search for all of your localized video. This could be either uploaded content to the cloud. It could be stuff that I imported locally. So one of my colleagues went and recorded this video, hopefully at the beginning. And so Streaming Media East, going to go ahead and create my story. And so you can see here that I have my different aspect ratios. So I can go ahead and play this content, and that is setting up. I have the ability to edit this content, so I can make cuts. I can now drag in other video clips. So whether that is, oops. So I can make more cuts. I can add dissolves, so I can create transitions between them. And again, this is really made to be a web-based collaborative tool. So somebody else could be editing this same story while I'm editing here, and adding comments and different aspects. So I could have graphics. So these are what Vizrt is typically known for, the real-time graphics. It also incorporates all of those. So if I want to drag a lower third, and I can say, Craig, at Streaming Media, you get full preview. And from here, you also have some audio rubber banding capabilities. So the ability to modify the audio volume along with the graphics. You do have also the ability to add separate audio tracks. Oops.
You do 2496 in the audio?
Can we? Yeah. The format support right now is we're just getting started with this, so typically it's the standard broadcast formats that we support. But it is something that as we grow with the product, I think we're going to be adding multiple other supports for audio. So I now have some audio layers, some graphics. I can add another live bug and a branding element. So you can have many different elements in your story from a text layer, and they could all be overlapping. So, and then you come to where you're going to publish the tool. One of the cool things that Vizrt also does is we have the ability to look at the different versions. So here I'm looking at my landscape. I can actually go to my square, and what you're going to notice is that graphic came in from the left to the center of the screen. So we're doing device adapted. So when we go to render this version of our video, it's going to render the graphics so that way they're adapted to the format that you're outputting. So if I change this to portrait, it's going to move that graphic even further into the screen. So everything can change. We also have the ability to keyframe the video. So if I want to actually move this video, I have the ability to add a keyframe and then shift the video to a area of focus. You know, one of the biggest problems on social media videos, you're watching a square video of a football game. Well, the touchdown typically happens all the way to the left or all the way to the right. So sometimes you miss the action. So with this tool, it allows you to add some of these features to make sure that you never miss the action. So adding a keyframe there and then shifting it all the way to the other side. And then when I play that back, you're going to see that when it hits those keyframes, the graphics are going to come on and the video is going to shift. So always keeping the area of region. So if I now change back to my square version, you're going to see that those same keyframes also work for the square version. It's just the area of region is always going to be centralized. So now I have my clip, and now I'm ready to add my final published with Viz Story graphic. And so you can see the different versions here. One of the things that Viz does is we have the ability to have as many different publishing points as you want. So you could publish your Twitter version, your Facebook version, your landscape version, or YouTube version. So when I go to publish, you get to see that you can have as many targets as you want. And when I highlight them, say this is Media East, and I go ahead and add these to the publish queue. What it's going to go do is behind the scenes in the cloud, it's going to transcode all the videos together. It's going to insert the graphics based on which aspect ratio is accurate for that clip. And then it's going to upload them to where I want. So the Twitter one will go to my Twitter page. The Facebook one will go to my Facebook page. And then I have this little demo portal that will show all the formats. So on this portal, I have the ability to actually go and see what all of the versions look like. And the one thing when you're watching this is this is not the same clip, but I'll play the clip once it publishes, is that the graphics will always be positioned correctly based on if you're looking at the landscape, if you're looking at the portrait, or if you're looking at the square. So all of these elements are dynamic. Let me just see if it's done publishing. So it's about 50%. So some of the other features here, you have direct upload in the browser. So uploading images, audio, clips directly here. You can do it from your phone. So you can go to this website on your phone or the cloud system on your phone. You have full video image. You can save your stories. So like I said, you can save this story and somebody else could open it on another page and you could be collaborating at the same time on the same story. Again, being a web-based cloud system, we now have these types of functionality that really allow you to do quite a lot more with it. We also have the ability to search third-party video and image providers. So whether that's AP or Getty or other image providers or your own local storage. So all of this could be searchable based on where the media is. Sure, go ahead.
Resolution and clarity of the image depends less on your system than on the cloud system then, right?
Correct. I mean, the videos we're creating the low-res proxies so we can view it in the cloud. When we go to edit and publish, we will use the high-res version of that stuff. So if you are working in standard broadcast formats such as XD-Cam, we will keep those. We're doing the editing on the low-res proxies, and then when we go to publish, we're actually publishing using the high-res versions of those clips. The graphics are all pixel accurate. So the benefit of Vizrt being a real-time renderer is that no matter if we stretch those graphics out, we're going to render them pixel for pixel because we're a real-time rendered graphics. So we're actually drawing those pixels in real time and inserting them into the video.
So how powerful is part two? How powerful is your computer have to be?
So we do. Yeah, so your computer doesn't matter. So right now I'm running this on a tablet here. And that's really the benefit of using a cloud-based system, is that your computer needs nothing installed. Everything's HTML5, so you don't need to install anything. You could run it on a laptop, on a phone, on really any device. browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, all the standard browser formats are there. So there's my published story. So I can go and see these now. And play. So now the cloud system does require GPUs, so some of the stuff that we're rendering, we're actually using GPU rendering to make sure that it's nice and fast. So the graphics and the transcoding, that's all done on GPU-based rendering. It's working, it's just hotel internet. Any other questions about the system? Sure. Yeah, so the beauty is that you can design any graphics within the Vizrt ecosystem that you want. You can also upload just clips as graphics, but these are Vizrt native graphic elements. So not sure how much everyone knows about the Vizrt ecosystem, but we have a tool called Vizartist that is a 3D designer. So that's where you would create these templates. You also have the ability to upload images and PNGs and all that type of stuff too, along with your After Effects files that you could just render out as a clip and upload those also and do an overlay.
But does this product require at least one or any
No, it doesn't. It doesn't require.
standalone product?
Yeah, it is a standalone product, so it does not require our full media asset management or anything like that. So it really is a somewhat out-of-the-box solution. So the clips, you could just dump them in a folder, upload them using Dropbox. So my colleague that was recording me earlier was just uploaded it through Dropbox, and it uploads it directly to the server and then becomes searchable.
Is it subscription-based?
It is subscription-based, so it is our newest product that is only subscription-based. It's already ready to buy, so that's good. You first, go ahead.
I was just wondering if you have any support for subtitle formats at the moment?
Like closed captioning?
Or SRT or STL?
Yeah, so that's some of the functionality I think that we're going to start to see get in. Currently, we're still trying to figure out the best way to do that. Whether we're reading it out of the clip or whether you're adding it as separate files, I think that that is some of the functionality that we will be looking at adding. Again, this is our newest product. It's only been in development for about a year, but it is really kind of bringing together all of the Vizrt ecosystem.
So what about storage? How does that?
So again, storage, I mean, your localized storage, if it's going to be a cloud system, you can have as much as you want. So whether it's an S3 bucket that you are just scanning for all of your video files, that's totally up to you how you want to manage that storage. What? It could be local too. Yeah, it does not have to be a cloud-based system. We can sell it and install it on premise, so it doesn't have to be a fully cloud solution. It's fully subscription. So there's you purchase either the hardware and the upfront cost, and then it's subscription per user. Yep.
You say hardware now, is there dedicated hardware?
If you do an on-premise system or if you do a cloud system, so it depends. We're open to either. So it can really be whatever hardware you guys want. I mean, Vizrt is a software company. We don't spec hardware.
So that includes all types of special effects are already included in there?
Yeah, exactly. So your transitions, your wipes, and all that stuff. We don't have chroma keying yet, but again, it's really made to make quick, simple edits that you're publishing to social media. It can, of course, be used for many other things, whether you're publishing VOD content or whether you're publishing to YouTube or a little bit higher end. But we're not going to be Adobe Premiere. Obviously, moving Adobe Premiere to the cloud is tough. That's why they haven't done it. So we are not doing that. Time for one more?
We have one more question for Craig.
What's your highest video output?
What's your highest video output?
Digital cinema print?
We can do 4K video.
4K is the answer.
yeah.
Can't do better than that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Round of applause.